Most of us carry a heavy load, not in our hands but in our hearts. These are the burdens that don't show on our faces, but they shape the way we move through the world. Sometimes it's the words we never spoke, the apologies we never made, or the truths we kept hidden that weigh the most. Unspoken words, regrets, and unresolved feelings weigh us down. They linger in the quiet moments, echoing in our minds when we least expect it. These silent burdens can make even the brightest days feel a little dimmer, and the happiest moments feel incomplete. Imagine 8 out of 10 people you know, all silently burdened by things they've never said. It's easy to think we're alone in this, but the truth is, almost everyone is carrying something invisible. We pass each other on the street, at work, or even at home, never realizing the weight others are shouldering. Let me tell you about Jane. For years she carried anger toward her father for broken promises. Every time she looked at old family photos, she felt a pang of sadness mixed with resentment, a reminder of the conversations they never had. She never confronted him, and every family gathering was a storm beneath the surface. Smiles were exchanged, but underneath Jane's heart was heavy with words she wished she could say. One day, desperate for relief, Jane wrote a letter to her father, one she never intended to send. She sat at her desk, pen trembling in her hand, unsure where to begin but knowing she had to try. She poured out her anger, sadness, and disappointment onto the page. Every sentence was a release, every word a step toward understanding her own pain. Tears fell as she wrote, but with each line she felt a little lighter. When she finished, she felt lighter, as if a stone had been lifted from her chest. The act of writing, even without an audience, gave her a sense of peace she hadn't felt in years. The act of writing gave her pain a voice and helped her reclaim her power. It was a private moment, but it changed the way she saw herself and her past. She didn't change the past, but she changed her relationship with it. By letting her feelings out, she found a new sense of acceptance and freedom. Sometimes the first step to healing is simply letting your feelings out, no audience required. You don't have to share your words with anyone else for them to matter. The act of expressing them is enough to start the process of healing. You don't have to live defined by what's left unsaid. There is always a way to lighten your emotional load, to find your voice, and to move forward with confidence. There's a way to put down that emotional baggage. Let's talk about how you can begin to let go and finally give yourself the peace you deserve. The tool, an unsent letter. It's a private space to say what you need. No rules, no judgment, no consequences. Maybe you need to vent, forgive, or say goodbye. The unsent letter lets you do it safely. I once knew a young man haunted by guilt over a lost friendship. He couldn't reach out, but he wrote an unsent letter, apologizing, explaining, forgiving himself. When he finished, the weight of regret lifted. The letter wasn't for his friend, it was for him. Sometimes closure comes from expressing what's inside, not from a response. The unsent letter is your tool for release. Here's why it works. Why does writing help? What is it about the simple act of putting pen to paper that can have such a profound impact on our mental state? When emotions overwhelm us, our brains get stuck in a loop. We replay the same thoughts over and over, which only heightens our stress and anxiety. Writing forces us to organize our thoughts, calming the emotional storm. It's a way to process what we're feeling and make sense of it. It's like untangling a knot. Each word brings clarity. The more you write, the more you understand your own emotions and thoughts. The act of writing gives you control over your story. You're no longer just a passive participant in your own life. You're actively shaping your narrative. You move from feeling powerless to taking action. Writing empowers you to take the first step towards resolving your issues. It's also a safe rehearsal. You can express raw feelings on paper, then approach real conversations with clarity. This practice can make difficult discussions easier. The unsent letter is both a release and a practice run. It allows you to vent without any immediate consequences. It helps you see what matters most. By reviewing what you've written, you can identify patterns and priorities in your thoughts. You gain insight, relief, and a sense of agency. Writing helps you understand yourself better and gives you a sense of accomplishment. Now let's break down how to do it. We'll explore techniques and tips to make your writing practice effective and fulfilling. Ready to try? Here's how to begin your own writing for release ritual. A simple, powerful way to process your feelings and move forward. First, find a quiet, private spot where you won't be interrupted. Turn off your phone, close your laptop, and give yourself permission to focus fully on this moment. This is your time. Grab some paper and a pen. Writing by hand helps you connect more deeply to your emotions and thoughts. The physical act of writing can be grounding and therapeutic. Decide who you're writing to. It could be a specific person, your past self, or even an idea or feeling. Start with "Dear Name." Let your words flow freely without holding back or filtering yourself. Don't worry about grammar, spelling, or making it perfect. This isn't about writing a masterpiece. It's about expressing what's inside you. Pour out everything you're feeling: anger, sadness, love, regret, confusion. Be as specific as you can. The more details you include, the more you'll release. The more honest you are, the more relief and clarity you'll feel. Let your emotions show up on the page. Keep writing until you feel empty, lighter, or simply ready to stop. Trust your instincts. There's no right or wrong amount. When you're done, sign off however feels right to you. This is your letter, your process. This is your ritual of release, a personal act of self-care and healing. You've just taken a powerful step toward healing and letting go. The next step is just as important. Now, it's time to let go of the letter itself. Choose a way that feels meaningful. Burn it, tear it up, or tuck it away. Here's how to finish the process and truly set yourself free. What now? Don't send the letter. Its power is in the writing. Destroy it in a way that feels meaningful. Burn it, tear it up, or bury it. This act symbolizes letting go. Afterward, take care of yourself. Rest, walk, or talk to a friend. You've just done emotional heavy lifting. Remember, you don't have to carry old pain anymore. The unsent letter is your tool for freedom. Try it. What do you have to lose but the weight you've been carrying? If this helped, subscribe for more ways to take control of your life. You deserve to feel lighter. Start today.